Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer and I'm joined once again by Poncho. Poncho has been a Grammy's girl for days now and she's just being very baby and she's been following me around. Now make no mistakes, Bentley is still back there in the dog bed like he normally is. But Poncho for some reason likes to be on my desk while I'm filming the past several days. And I recorded a members video that I didn't end up airing because I had an update on some of the information in there so I just made a new video. And I swear the last 15 or 20 minutes of the video is just Poncho on the desk here trying to get my attention, getting in my face, distracting me. Like right now she's licking my hand because she's so happy to be on my desk, and it's kind of cute because she actually fits perfectly in the area that I have. She's in my work area. Now there's tools on that side and there's yarn on this side, and she fits right in the area that I keep clear for work. So in case you don't know, Poncho is our little, she's my grand dog. My daughter actually adopted her from a litter that we were fostering from the shelter. So today is Monday, and on a Monday video, I generally show you what I have made in the past 7 days, give or take a day or three. These I all made within a 2-day period, so these all happened kind of at the beginning of the week. And then after I show you what I've made, we're going to go into a life update. I'm going to give you a synopsis of what is going on in my life and what's going on. And so if you're here for the yarn stuff, cool. When I'm done, I'm going to say, hey, all right, this is the life part. You can turn off if you don't want to hear the life stuff, or, you know, you can hang out through the whole video and get distracted by this beautiful brindle coat of this beautiful little baby girl. Can you lay down? Lay down. Lay down, Poncho. Good girl. All right. I'm going to give you stuff to look at in just a second. You ready? Now, you guys know I have been kind of on a cotton kick. And the reason I'm on a cotton kick is because I made some hair things. I've been making a lot of hair things for myself. I've been making do-rags. And the good thing about the do-rags is they also double as little bandanas for the puppies. You want to model this? Hang on. She doesn't actually like wearing them, but her mom hand sews her some, so hang on. Ready? Here, look, right here. Isn't that cute? So, is it a do-rag? Is it a dog bandana? We don't know. Alright, let's lay back down. Lay back down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down, Chauncey, lay down! So because of that, and the reason I've been working with doing the hair things is because I cut my hair kind of short, and it's still kind of on my nerves in my face. Specifically, like when it's been freshly washed, it's beautiful and it looks like this. Because actually, you're getting tangled. And I don't mind it, but then if I'm doing something, it gets in my face and it gets irritating. And so I like to have it pulled off of my face because I'm not really in my Justin Bieber hairstyle. I'm not like, I'm not in my emo phase. So, yeah, that irritates me. So I've been making hair things. And I told you guys, and I don't have it in here because I have been actually wearing them. I made the one out of the sturdy cotton from Joann's, and then I had a whole conniption fit because I couldn't find it, and I was going to go on a search for all of the sturdy cotton, and then I pulled myself together. And do you want to get down? Or you just want to be held? Come here. Is that what you wanted? So, it's hard to get anything done when the dog is so cute. She just wants cuddles because all I want to do is sit and cuddle her too. And I'm not going to lie. Like, it feels good to cuddle her. You want to go down there with Bentley? Ma'am. Ma'am. Oof. You're getting heavy, girl. She overate today. She ate all her food and ate all Bentley, so she is real heavy. Alright, so the cotton, I fell in love with the cotton, and then I grabbed a hold of myself and pulled down the cotton bin. You guys know, you were here. And I was like, okay, but I thought I had some more of this. No, I did not, because this, okay. And I put all the cotton away. So I pulled out my cotton sprout from Premier Yarns. And I have, this is the DK version. And if you watch Friday's video, you'll know that. But I also have the worsted weight version, which is not speckly. And it's all cotton sprout from Premier Yarns. So I pulled out, I'm going to show you the speckly one first, okay? So this is what is left from one of the balls of speckle. I made a do-rag and a hair tie. And I'm going to show you what they look like because I made them for myself. This is the do-rag, hair kerchief, whatever you want to call it. And that is how I wear it to keep my hair back. Okay, it's very simple. It's granny square. It's a granny triangle. It's like making a small granny shawl and then adding cords to it. Okay, so we have that. Love this yarn. It's 100% cotton. But I really I like this yarn for wearables. I like it for stuff like this. It's really cute with baby stuff because look at how cute this is. So I made that, and then I made a hair tie. This is based off of a video I found somewhere on the YouTube, and I did not save it, so I can't share it with you, but just look up. There is, and I didn't make it exactly like hers because she did some extra stuff that I didn't like. Seriously, search hair headbands, crochet. You'll find stuff. Okay. This is the headband that I made. They're working outside. I think if my hair laid a little flat and wasn't so like voluminous, it would look better, but my hair is kind of like pushing forward. So I made that. And then, did I say at the beginning of this video, I'm showing you what I've made. This is all the things I've made in the past couple of days. Then I pulled out the worsted weight version of the cotton sprout. I don't remember what color this is, but this is the full ball. So all of these colors are in the ball of the cotton sprout. I had to use this much. This much is a solid version of the cotton sprout, but this and all the way up to this line here is the colorway. And this is cotton sprout too, but it's just one of the solids, whereas this is the variegated self-striping version. So I made a do-rag first, this one, and it looks exactly like the other one, but it's a different color. Okay, and then I was like, none of these fun colors made it in the do-rag. You see little spots of pink just on the last row that I did. And so this is the full colorway. It has this whole colored section plus this. Okay, and then this is, I don't remember what color this is, but it matches. So one whole skein of the cotton sprout will make a bucket hat. And this just started off with a granny circle, and I turned it into a bucket hat. And this is really fun and floppy, but it will keep the sun out of your eyes if you're like at the beach, at gardening, like whatever. There's no stiffness to it. It is really just meant to keep the sun off of your head a little bit. And it's cotton, so it's breathable, and also it keeps my hair out of my face a little bit, but I think it's just adorable. And it feels kind of like a bonnet. I have a bonnet. So I made this one. Super cute. I love the colors in this colorway. And I don't have any of my labels, so I can't tell you. And this is a whole ball. And this is another one of the colorways of the cotton sprout. And I just started again with almost a granny octagon. And then I did solid, I think this is double crochets. It's just a bucket hat. There's 8,000 tutorials on bucket hats on the internet. I think this would be so cute with like an Easter outfit, and you can make them in all sizes. I thought about pinning it up and being like Blossom and put like a flower there. Do I have a flower around here? Where did my big flower go? But how cute would that be with a little flower up there, like Blossom? So, made the bucket hats. And again, nice soft floppy cotton hat that is really breathable. But this is good for like when you're working in the sun too much and you're trying to keep some of the sun out of your eyes. Protect your eyes. Keep a little shade on your face so you don't get them extra like wrinkles from the sun, you know. So I made that. And then I told you guys I wanted to make a bunny rabbit. And this is made with the... Did I put this yarn away too? This is the new yarn from Premier Yarns. The, what did I do with it? What did I do with the yarn? Right here. The Basics Chenille Multi. So this is their new yarn. They just came out with this like a week or two ago. And so this is, I got 3 of these colorways. I also have some in solid. And so I made a little bunny. And I really like this because I like the Basics Chenille yarn more than the Parfait. The Parfait is not, it's more delicate. It falls apart a little easier. The Basic Chenille does not. And it's sturdy and you can pull it and it doesn't fall apart and it doesn't shed as much as the Parfait. And so I'm like, people are sleeping on the Basic Chenille because the Basic Chenille, it's not as silky smooth as the Parfait, but it is much more durable in my opinion to work up with. And so this is my little bunny. And I made him a little bow tie out of the cotton sprinkles. So here's his bow tie. I don't care for the way his mouth came out because I just used some more of the... At this point, I was done and I was like, okay, he needs a mouth. And I didn't want to come searching for a yarn. I probably should have used black yarn. So I don't like the way the pink mouth looks. But I really like that he's got a big booty. He's a fat boy. He's a fat boy. This is not a pattern. I just made a bunny. I've made bunnies in the past because little man used to be obsessed with the video game and cartoon Rabbids. And so I made him a rabbit years ago based off of a photograph of a rabbit. And so I just kind of went off of that. This is a no-sew piece. Although not really. I sewed his ears on. So the only thing I sewed on was his ears. Everything else is one piece. I made a leg, I made another leg, and then I started working in the round to create his body. And then I left a hole here on either side and attached the yarn and crocheted the arms on here. And then I decreased for the head and then increased again for the head. So the only thing I attached was his ears. So really like it. This was a whole skein of yarn. And I played Yarn Chicken and wasn't sure I was going to win. But I did. And I actually have, I don't know, probably a couple yards left over. So I made a bunny. And I have yarn to make more bunnies if I want. So what are you whining about? You want to come sit on my bucket? You want to come sit up here? Come on. Up, 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 up. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Hi. Go ahead and sit. All right. Stay. Good girl. Okay, then Poncho actually is the reason I made the next thing. When I was cleaning up in here last week and I was going through the cotton bucket, you can hop down. You're not stuck. I had some leftover yarn from a yarn review that I did, and you guys may remember because it wasn't that long ago. It was the Lion Brand yarn, the yellow yarn that I made that hat out of on the knitting machine. Well, I had the yarn sitting over here with my scrap balls, and it ended up in the living room and through the hallway. and it ended up, little Missy was chewing on it, and I was a little upset that she was chewing on it. I don't let them play with yarn. Yarn is not a toy. It's very dangerous for animals to play with yarn because they can and will swallow it. And then you have a very big vet bill, or you have a dead animal. And so we don't play with yarn. So I came in here, I was like, okay, I need to pick that yarn up. And the problem with the yarn is it was so soft and so smooth that it was not staying in its skein form. So I started to ball it up, and I was like, okay, I'm fighting it because it's steadily falling apart because it's such a soft yarn. And I don't remember the name of this yarn. It was feels like something. There was two of them. Just remember, it was the feels like a dream and feels like something else. Okay. So this is the first one. This is the second one. And I absolutely made a hat out of these two. Well, I'm like, I'm just going to put them in the knitting machine. Instead of balling them up, I'm going to turn them into a scarf or a cowl or something. And that way it gets used up. It's not hanging around. It's not a scrap ball. Let's turn it into something. So I put them in the knitting machine, and it was from here to here. So this part is something different. And I was like, that's not enough to fit over my head and be comfortable as a cowl or a infinity scarf, which is what I was thinking. So I was talking to my daughter, and I was like, I'm going to go in here and look for a yellow fat yarn that I know that I don't have, because I don't have yellow. I don't have yellow yarn. I have some yellow cotton that I showed you guys, and I have the random yellow here and there. I don't have yellows, and I only have green because I was going to make a green blanket out of various shades of green anti-pilling acrylic. So I have green that is specifically meant for a project. I don't have yellow, and I used to have yellow. Occasionally I'm like, oh, that's a pretty yellow, and I buy it, and that's the end of it. I'll have a skein of yellow. So I'm like, I'm going to go look in there and look for a yarn that I don't have, that I know that I don't have. Well, guess what I found? I found yellow, and this is the Bernat Forever Fleece Finer, and I think I have this in blue too. I know that I have a couple of these because when I bought this yarn originally, I really love the way this works up and feels, and so this was clearanced out at Joann's years ago. Oh, and I'm like, that is perfect, and it goes with the other two yellows. So I pulled it out and I threw some of that in the knitting machine, and it was almost equal to the original, and it was almost equal to well, there's a little bit more of this furry one. So I'm like, all right, we have 3 colors of yellow, but these 2 yellows make this one look dingy now. And then I seamed it together the way that you would seam like a headband for a scarf. And the reason I did that is because I have a really hard time seaming these together and making them straight and look nice. So I seamed it together in this type of fold, the way you would a headband, so that for 2 reasons. It looks nice and it looks purposeful, but also, well, actually a couple of reasons, not just 2. It fits at the back of your neck and it lays so there's not as much bulk back there, so that you can wear this as a big scarf like this, tuck it in your coat, keep you nice and warm, and these yarns are really soft around your neck and your sensitive skin on your face. They stick to my fingers pretty bad. The Forever Fleece Finer does not stick to my fingers at all, but the 2 from Lion Brand absolutely stick to my fingers, especially this one. Yeah. So I made it this way, and it's long enough, and it fits me nice, and it's really pretty colors. But also, if I wanted, I could bring the pretty part here double it up on those really cold northern nights, which I don't experience. You could have it up here closer to your neck, or if you don't have your hat on you, hang on, you can make it turban style And you will be absolutely toasty warm and you'll look gorgeous out on the town. So that's what I made this week. I also started a shawl and I haven't gotten very far. I'm not enjoying it at all. I picked a yarn that I was trying to use up instead of a yarn that was gorgeous and I wanted to play with. And also, like, I haven't made shawls in a while. I used to make shawls all the time, and because I've donated so many shawls, I'm kind of like burnt out on shawls. And I've also had suggestions on things other people want me to make. So, my mind is on 800 different things. And with what we're going to talk about next, life, health, all that jazz, I just feel like I don't have time to work on projects that don't bring me joy. And all of these were quick and easy and short. And so that's what I kind of have been focusing on. Where is this thread? Where is this thread coming from? There's thread. It's attached to something. It's across my desk. All right. So I'm going to put this in here with that. Using up our cottons. Also, I also thought this would be a really cute bunny rabbit. The bloom chenille that I got last week. That would be a really cute bunny rabbit. Or other type of amigurumi. I just don't make amigurumis very often. It's not my thing. It's not my favorite. So, alright. That... Why do you insist on chewing on wrought iron? Hey, Ponyo, stop chewing on that. Go get Scarlet. Tricked you out. I didn't lock the door. They'll be back in a minute. All right, so let's move on to life update because we finished that. Oh. Hey, God, one more thing I did this week that I didn't show you. Knew I was forgetting something. I've been working on my buffalo, on my spinning wheel. I've been spinning up my buffalo. Alright, so hopefully this shows up on camera because it's really dark and my camera does not like really dark things. It tries to overblow everything. I spun all of this buffalo. Now, what does that mean? Where's my buffalo? It's back there out of reach. The big, you remember the bats? You remember when we were cranking it on the drum carder and I made those big bats? This is 2 full bats worth. So I actually ordered, these are ridiculously expensive. These bobbins are like 40 bucks. I ordered an extra bobbin because I have so much buffalo that I would like to make it into one giant skein. And so I'm keeping this one on here and I could probably fit probably another half a bat. I'm so sorry. It's been a really long couple of days. I'm filming this on Friday and we will get into that. So I spun this up. It's 2 bats worth. You guys see the sparkle? Is buffalo, is sparkly buffalo. And as I got spinning, it's not perfect. There's still some thick, thin spots. This happens more when the fibers are really short and they're trying to fall apart. But it's not going to be perfect. I don't plan it to be perfect. I want it to look very rustic. It's buffalo. Buffaloes are wild. It's not like it's domesticated sheep or anything. So we have that. And my hair is in there, which is fine. I always weave a little bit of my... Actually, that was Juju's hair. That was red. The twinkle looks yellow or golden, and it is coral. So for some reason, my camera is trying to adjust the color. And the buffalo is very, very dark brown, and this is more... That's more of a realistic color. So when it comes up, my camera is trying to bleach it out and change the color a little bit. But so we have done this much spinning on it. I'm going to guess that this is probably about 6 ounces. Maybe, no, maybe it's only 4. I don't remember how much these hold. I don't recall. It doesn't matter. But we have some very rough looking wool. But I did it, and it took me a couple hours, and I'm gonna work on doing the rest of the buffalo so that I can put it into one big giant skein, and we're gonna go from there. So I did that as well. Put a little bit on my spindle, and it hasn't touched since I recorded that video. So that's where we're at. All right, now we're gonna go into the health update, the life update. Last week I had to go to the doctor, and this is where like the stars kind of aligned for me, because I've been ignoring my blood sugar. I'm a diabetic. I've been ignoring it for a couple months now with the arrogance that I had it under control, because I had my numbers in pre-diabetic range for over 1.5 years. And I was arrogant. I was like, I'm doing fine. Like, I got this under control. And I did not. And because I wasn't testing myself regularly, my sugar was going through the roof. It was not nearly, it is half of what it was when I first got diagnosed. So it's high, but it's not as high as it was. And it's definitely not high enough to be hospitalized. So when I first got diagnosed with diabetes, didn't know I had diabetes. And my blood sugar was in the 400s, which is hospital level. Doctors can put you in the hospital when you're that high. Your kidneys start to shut down at 400s. Okay, like, it's dangerous. And I had no idea, and I'm just walking around, and I had a lot of the symptoms. Unquenchable thirst, constant going to the bathroom, peeing. Like, I had so many of the symptoms, and I just was ignoring them. This was 2 years ago. So I've been ignoring it for the past couple of months, and I've been eating potatoes, and potatoes are my vice. And I'm gonna be honest, they're my vice. I grew up on potatoes. Potatoes are a comfort food. Potatoes are also one of those foods that I can eat that don't make me sick. And there's not very many foods that don't upset my stomach or cause major issues when I eat them. Okay. I also have gained weight, and you guys probably can see it. I have not been taking care of myself since probably around Thanksgiving. I just haven't. I have no good reason or excuse, except I got comfortable and I got arrogant and thought that I'm fine. Completely disillusioned myself. And so I told Mr. Cinnamon, because it was a week or two ago, I was like, I really need to get back into taking care of myself. Like, I'm starting to not feel good all the time again. And I started taking my blood sugar, and I started eating back to my diabetic diet, which is really, really strict. And my sugar is doing this. And it's dropping like 40, 50 points in a couple of hours. Like, it's real high, and then I eat, and then it drops real low. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Like, it's not managing it at all. And for 1.5 years, I was a very steady about 126, my blood sugar. Like, almost consistently every time, no matter what time of day or night, it was leveled. And now it's doing this, and that is causing a whole bunch of other problems. It is causing extreme mood swings. It is causing me to not feel good. It is causing horrific depression, which is mixed with the the seasonal affect disorder. And we've had a really rough winter where it's just been really gloomy and dark for months. And so it's like a cluster, bad word, if you know what I'm saying. It's just been bad. And a couple of you pointed out, like, I noticed, like, you have more pain now than you have been, and it's probably because of your sugar, because you guys are diabetic, so you know. And then I'm like, yeah, I think you're probably right. And that's things I don't want to hear. So I knew I needed to go to the doctor, and I mentioned to Mr. Cinnamon last week. I was like, I think it's time for me to go to the doctor. I think I need to go to the doctor. He's all right. And I told him I wanted to talk to him about, you know, taking alternative medications for my diabetes that will also help control my weight and help me, you know, get healthier. And he's all okay. And I also wanted to bring up the subject of ADHD. I want to actually get an actual proper diagnosis. I know that I am in my heart. I fit the criteria. Since watching my son and learning about ADHD, I understand so much about myself that I never understood about myself, because I look at him, I'm like, I do that, and that's a symptom of ADHD. And I act like that. I react like that. And I'm getting really overstimulated really easily. And I'm learning what overstimulation looks like and is. And I'm like, I fit the criteria for ADHD. And I'm starting to look back on my entire life. Like, it now makes perfect sense. What never made sense makes sense. So that's why I say I fully believe I am ADHD. The diagnosis will, of course, prove to the rest of the world what I already know, but I think the doctor was talking about maybe like figuring out how to deal with it medicationally. I don't know that I want to go that route, but I definitely want to get diagnosed so that if I need to start a therapy and start figuring out ways to manage it, then that's a really good idea, because it's pretty bad sometimes, you know? And it does absolutely affect my entire life. Now, with that, I also have really, really bad anxiety when it comes to doctors. And I kind of mentioned that in Friday's video. Like, it is really, really bad. And if it wasn't for my husband, I absolutely would not go. I would not call and make an appointment. I would not call for my refills on my medications. I would probably just let myself go, because I am that afraid of doctors and all that. So, he makes sure that I take care of myself. And it's funny because I mentioned to him about the doctor and that it's about time for me to go see him and I need to figure things out. And it's not a medication refill thing. It's just, it was about time for my blood to be drawn for my A1C. And I really, really wanted to get this started. I wanted to get things figured out. But I was real scared. And then my phone alerted me later that evening that I had an appointment on March 6th. And I looked at him, I said, "Did you make me an appointment?" He's all, "No." I was like, "Apparently I have an appointment on the 6th. And he's all, "Okay." And then thinking back, I think I do remember when we were at the doctor last, we actually made an appointment while we were there. And I probably should have made another appointment while I was there, because I need to go see him probably in another month. Talk to him about all the scary things. The possibility of getting a different medication to control my weight, but also to control my blood sugar. Which you guys would know, it's called, there's either Ozempic or Mounjaro. And so I brought it up to him. And then the whole conversation got started on, is my insurance going to cover it? And if not, how the ridiculous cost of it. And so I was really scared that the doctor was not sure my insurance was going to cover it, because it's $1,200 a month. And I can't afford that. And I was praying real hard. And he said, "You need to go get your blood sugar tested, and we're going to put it through the insurance, see what insurance says. We may have to jump through hoops because of the type of insurance that I have, because of where my husband works, because of a bunch of things. We may have to jump through hoops to get your medication approved." And he said, "And you should know within a week, but it could take up to a week for them to go through and sort it." And I'm talking to my husband, and I'm like, I'm really scared they're not gonna approve it. And he looked at me real serious. He's all, "They're gonna approve it." And I was like, "How do you know that?" He said, "Because you have a lot of ailments that this medicine could help deal with, and they're gonna want you to be on, like, you." It's kind of like weight loss surgery, because I have discussed that with him as well. They would probably pay for weight loss surgery because I have all of the high risk factors, and they're paying for all of my medications and medical bills anyway, so it's cheaper for them to pay for this medication and not all of the extra crap that I have to go to the doctor for. And so I was not as confident as my husband was. So I got up this morning, this is Friday, and I went, because we made an appointment for me to get my blood drawn and get checked and all that. Sitting in the waiting room with my son, and we were talking about all kinds of stuff with computers because he's little Mr. Chatterbox. And I got a message on my phone from my doctor. I got an email, and I opened it up, and it said that you have been, your insurance approved. I think it's Ozempic. And my husband got a discount card from the manufacturer of the medicine, and praying with all that goes through. It should only be $25 a month. I'm hoping. I haven't gone and picked up the medication, and if all goes well, I will be starting it today while you're watching this video. And starting that, he said, as long as I am careful with what I'm eating, high fiber, protein, no processed foods, no junk food type stuff, he said you should start losing weight pretty quickly. And that will drop your blood sugar. Within a week, you could get off of your other blood sugar medication. So, we are going to be on... I'm not going to talk a lot about it on the channel because I know I actually unfollowed somebody because she was on Ozempic just to lose weight, and I did not want to follow that journey because it made me feel bad about myself, and I was really upset that she was taking medication away from a diabetic to take for vanity reasons. So I'm not going to talk about it a whole lot on the channel because I don't want anyone to feel bad about themselves or feel any kind of way about me and me trying to be healthier. I don't want any of that, but I'm letting you know that that's what's going on, and it's vital for me to do this for the longevity of my life and for my health. So if all of a sudden I start looking thinner, that's why. I ate some junk food today because I figured I'm not going to be hungry after I start this medication. So I ate bad foods today. I had French fries. I absolutely did. I'm going to start trying to get the healthiest that I can get. And it's going to start with a stupid shot in my stomach. The way that it works, I have to jab myself in either my stomach or my thigh once a week. And it should turn off a lot of things in my body that either makes me feel hungry, makes me stop craving the potatoes that like I just want all the time, and it should help me to better get control over it. And it's really hard to talk about this without crying because I know that there are people watching this thinking I'm just a fat B word, and that if I just did this it would be better, if you just did that or you just did that. I have struggled with this my entire life. It's not that easy to just do anything. So I'm coming to you with pure honesty and openness that this is a huge thing for me. And I was terrified to do this. I was terrified to ask for help. I was terrified to ask for another medication because of my history. So, that's where we're at. That's what Cinnamon Stitches is going through currently. And then hopefully I can get stronger through this physically and get my shoulders and my arms to cooperate better and start getting these dogs out for walks, specifically Ponyo and Bentley. Ponyo's really good. Bentley pulls like really bad on the leash, and I am not strong enough to walk him right now. I was thinking about getting him put into some additional training, me and him going to training, because there's a place over here called Leashes of Valor, and they're supposed to be really good. And I thought about reaching out to them and be like, hey, like, I don't necessarily want to be in a class with a bunch of other people teaching my dog how to walk, but I have severe strength issues because of my neck and my lower spine, and my arms are not working real great, and they're really weak because of the compressed nerves in my neck. Like, is there something you can do that's just for me, you know, a specialized program for me, and get him at least trained so I can leash walk him and not be dragged and pulled and not put either of us in danger. because he has never been real great on the leash. Like, he obeys really well, and in the house he listens to everything I tell him, except when it's time to go to bed he don't listen. But outside of the house he's an idiot. He does not listen to me outside of the house. And so, and he's not good on a leash. And Ponyo's manageable because she's all of 25 pounds, so I can walk her without a problem, but I definitely need to get my strength going. I'm definitely going to be working on myself this year in a lot of ways. And this leads to extra stress because, like, I have my health, which is so important. I have to work on that. And then all of the stuff with the house I have to work on so that we can move, so that my mentality is better and we're away from these stupid neighbors and my son is safe to play outside and all these things. And so there's a lot going on. And then my niece is graduating from college very soon. This year is going to be a really big year, and that causes stress and anxiety a lot. A lot. And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I'm struggling, I'm scared, but I'm doing it, you know. And I told the members in a members video that I have some goals set for myself, and I just want to be happy, healthy, and at peace. That's all I want. That's not too much to ask, right? So, that's our goal. That's our goal. That's Cinema Stitch's goal for 2025. Happy, healthy, and at peace. I should put that on the wall real big. Next to my Frankenstein diamond painting that was made for me and my Mickey Mouse painting. Put it up there real big. So, I've also started making tiny little steps towards, there's so much to do around the house to get it prepared to put on the market to sell. So little man actually helped me like bleach down the bathroom door because it was dingy, dirty, and it needs to be painted. So he helped me wash that real good. Me and Mr. Cinnamon like cleaned the dining room spotless. It's never been that clean. And then it's going to be a whole lot of tackling a room at a time, downsizing the stuff, moving it out, whether it be to the storage or to donations or to the dump, because we collect things over time. And I just remember when my mom and dad both passed away. Like, my dad, it was a little easier because he had a new wife at that point and he didn't have a lot. I mean, it was his house, but like, she ruled the entire house and she didn't let us have some of the stuff that we even purchased for him. But when my mom died, like, she lived in an apartment with my little sister, and there was still so much to deal with that. And I'm like, I cannot imagine, like, if I pass away, the amount of crap my kids are going to have to sort through, or my husband, and deal with. The yarn is one thing. Like, I know for a fact, I pass away, you guys are coming to get my yarn, right? I already know. We're going to put it in the front yard for sale. And I already told him I have a list of prices. Like, cakes are a certain price. Acrylics are a certain price. The hand-dyed fancies are a certain price. Put it out there and let them buy it. I already know. We're going to do that. If I die, we're going to have a big yard sale. Okay? But then there's like a lot of knickknacks and stuff that I don't want to give away or donate because someone bought that for me. And some of the stuff my mom bought from the Dollar Tree before she died, and I have no sentimental attachment to it other than my mom bought that for me. And it's stuff from the dollar store. So I think even my knickknacks and stuff, because my china cabinet is bursting with stuff, I think we're going to start filtering out. And even my daughter was looking in there and she's all, why do you still have that in there? And it's this little thing, right? It's something that she made in like the 2nd or 3rd grade, and it's like a castle, but it's literally just a tube of clay with like, and it's nothing special. But my baby girl made that in the 2nd or 3rd grade. And she's all, why do you still have that? And I was like, because you made it. She's all, so it's not even that great. I was like, you made it. It's special to me. And then there's just a lot. After my mom died, I kept buying angels because she collected angels. So I have a collection of angels now because it's something I would have bought for her had she still been alive. So I still bought it for her. Because that's how I coped with it. And now I'm looking at the angels, and the angels, I don't like them. They're just a sad reminder. And so I think we're going to donate them. And it's a lot of stuff like that, you know. I'll keep what's special. I'll keep what I really like. And then I want to downsize. I don't want a house filled with stuff. You know, I just want simple. I just want simple. Right, Ponyo? Right, Ponyo? We just want simple? You can come back up here. Come on, up. Come on, up. No? Girlfriend is at 8. She ate her food, then ate Bentley's food, and then went in the dog bin and stuck her face in there, was munching down. So my little tiny dog definitely overate. And she now looks like a potato. And you're hiding from Grammy? You hiding from Grammy? You want back up again? She likes being on my desk. You good? Alright, you're all the way up? Alright, you guys, good girl. Can you lay all the way down? Do you want to kiss this? Ma'am. Do you want to kiss this? She's missing her mom. Her mom's been gone for 2 days. Juju's been out and about. I know. Where's Mama? Where's your Mama? Scarlett wants to know where she... So look at how fat this girl is. This is from overeating. This. All this. Just a fat girl. Alright. I'm going to let you guys go. Let's hope this is a start to a really good week. And if you're still praying for me, I really appreciate the prayers. That everything works out and the medication is in fact only $25 and that it works. And that it doesn't make me sick because there's some pretty crazy side effects to stomach issues in regards to the Ozempic. And I just want my body to be not so much of a burden. I want to not feel like I'm trapped inside of my body as a jail. And so, yeah. With that, me and Ponyo are going to let you go. And even Oreo, because that's Oreo back there. I don't know where Bentley went. He was back there. Tell me what you guys are working on in the comments if you made it this far. I had a couple people say on one of my last videos, like, oh, I made it all the way through to the end, and it was over an hour long. I was like, you're my hero! Thanks for hanging out with me that long. Thanks for listening to all my crap. We also have in the homeschooling front, Lucas is going to be doing the state testing very soon here. I'm going to focus on that this week, because you're watching this on Monday. This week we're going to be working on the test. He took a pre-test already, did really good. So I don't think we're going to have to do too much work, but I'm still going to reinforce some things that we saw that are on the test. And he's going to be doing the state testing to see if he's doing good enough so that I can submit that to the school. And so we can continue homeschooling next year. He's doing really good. He's upstairs playing right now. No doubt making videos. He likes to make videos of himself and then remix them, edit them. He doesn't do anything with them. He just makes them. He's a funny kid. He gets that from Mama. He gets that from his Mama. I love you. You're a good girl. Alright guys. Ponyo wants lovin's. We're gonna go and yeah, tell me what you're working on. I don't know what we're gonna have going on this week. I'm gonna do a review of the new crochet hook, which is Ponyo approved. And I don't know what else is planned for this week because there's so much going on in my life. I just need to play everything by ear. I kind of want to start designing I had suggestions. People either want a lacy cardigan I was gonna make a bolero type thing for Easter, with the option obviously to make it longer or more of a cardigan style. So maybe we'll figure out a design for that. We'll start working on that this week. And then several people asked for a tank top tutorial that is not lacy or see-through, so that you can just wear it like over your brassiere. So I may start that design too, because I have some ideas for the tank top, and we certainly have enough yarn for the tank top. So, because you guys saw my cotton, I'm going to give you guys options. We're going to have fun. We're going to make a tank top. We're going to possibly make a cardigan / bolero type thing for over our Easter dress or over our sundresses. Or I had a lot of people ask for those two specific things. So we're going to work on those this week. And at the very least, at least pick the yarn and start working on the design process, which takes a little while. And I'm going to try to work more on the shawl that I started, but I'm going to be real honest, it's probably going to go back on the shelf because I don't like the way the yarn is working up. I don't like the way the yarn feels a whole lot, and I'm not enjoying the shawl, and I'd rather work on things that I find joy in making. Oh, and any of these little do-rag things, like I said, they look really cute. I want to make Ponyo one in this color because Ponyo looks really good in this color because of her fur. And even her mommy thinks this is so cute. Do you want one of those? You want to be pretty? You want me to rub your belly? Oh, yeah. And I don't know if you know this, Premier Yarns has a ton of free patterns on their website. And Premier Yarns does, in fact, have dog kerchiefs that you literally could make into hair kerchiefs or dog bandanas. Oh, did you like that? Oh, man. Alright, I'm going to shut up this time. I will see you guys tomorrow, probably with the yarn, with the... Can I itch my eye, please? With the hook tutorial. The hook review. We're going to put that up against an Omi and see what I like better, or if I like that hook at all. I really like the case it came in. Alright, I'm going to go. That's Mr. Cinnamon. Bye!